All right, man. Appreciate everybody for coming in. Make sure y'all hit the thumbs up button when y'all walk through the building. Even if you're watching the replay, you're watching it live. Appreciate the love and support. We're gonna talk about the cancellation of DJ Vlad and Vlad TV. Offset tried the impossible with Cardi B and tried to turn a thought into a housewife. And also, I shared between the stream some thoughts I don't even share on this channel no more. So I'm gonna give you my opinion on what's going on, like Marvin Gaye. But appreciate everybody coming in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. That 52 salute. And it's been a lot been going on. Kanye then gave his artist, or he done said his artist is gonna get their masters back. Hopefully, hopefully he amended his word. You know what? You know what? If you want people to change, somebody got to be the leader. You feel me? If you want to see change, all right. If you got a son in your house, or you a woman or a man, don't matter. Mostly life should be unisex. And you want to show your son or daughter how to cut the grass. You want them to cut the grass, and you want them to wake up on Saturday morning and cut the grass. You wake up and do it. You get up and cut the grass every Saturday morning. You see pops cutting the grass. So when time of age come, you be like, go out there and cut the grass, Junior, or Sonya, go out there and cut that grass. They be like, you know what? I do it. You can't lead without doing it. You want to know why corporate America is so messed up? We just kicking the shit until we get more people in here. Make sure the thumbs up button. You want to know why corporate America is so messed up? Not just because they don't keep their employees comfortable. One of the reasons is I've been working on this line, or I've been working this cash register for so many years. Then you go out and hire somebody outside the company for a leadership role. And you want me to train this person, but I done been through the rinse, the wash and the dry. I've been through all the cycles. This person get to skip the rinse, the wash. He get to roll out with armor all on the tires and all that, or she get to roll out like that. That's why corporate America's so messed up, because it's no longer I work hard and I earn it. It's about who I know and who I like. That's why. It has nothing to do with the skill level ownership. It got a lot to do with kissing butt to get where you at. One of the positive things about the 21st century is entrepreneurship is dope. You can make money a lot of different ways. You got a business on the side. You can drive Uber. You can do Uber Eats, DoorDash. Everybody is always looking for something. It's like the bootleg era on steroids, where they was bootlegging movies and CDs. It's like you can do anything legitimate and get that bag, and that's why I love it. That's why I love it. So you want to know why people don't respect corporate America? It's corporate America, and it ain't even a color. As far as they don't respect their workers. They don't come to you and say, if it ain't already a contract, oh, you deserve the raise. They don't come to you and do that. You sit there and work 20, 30 years and bust your ass. You got a little petty retirement fund, and then they tell you social security, is gone. I remember one of my boys told me a while, do you really want to see 70 or 80? That was a legit question. Do you really want to see it? Do you really want to be around when these kids is 9, 10, 15 years old, is older? These kids can't read. These kids can't write. They don't have no fear of nothing. Fear was never established. Fear was never established in these kids. My parents put the fear in God in me. My grandparents put the fear in God in me. These kids don't fear nothing. They don't feel nothing. So do you really want to be living in a society with little Ray Ray and Pookie kids running the Burger King and the Family Dollar? I don't know. You want to know why the old birds fly down the south to Florida for the summer? You know what I'm saying? Want to know why these people retire and go to Florida? Because it's an old person community. They ain't gonna let them young kids run these old people out them old folks community. But if you in the inner city, like Bronx, Detroit, Chicago, you don't want to be that old lady from the Wu Tang American series on Hulu, cussing at them kids for rapping, and then you call the police, and then one of them kids end up dead. You don't want to be that. Sean, salute. R. Davis, salute. Kid Bud, salute. Zach 34, I see you. Renardo, I see you. So you don't want to be that, but let's start it. All right, that wasn't my special message though. So yeah, man, everybody want to cancel Vlad. Mike Son and Royce going back and forth. I just did a video about that. I kind of go over that briefly. And you got when these things happen, when they create this distraction or what? I mean, when like let's cancel Gucci, or let's cancel this, that, and the third, right? Now it's turned Royce and my son then turn it into an argument of do he gotta apologize or not? What he owe us? When you are Jewish, you will never have to apologize. Unless he disrespect the Jewish people up there, he will never have to apologize. And at the end of the day, the boycott just doesn't start with us, the viewer. The boycott is he has to stop getting what gets the consumer there. What gets the consumer there is BG Knockout, Lord Jamar, Godfrey, Boosie. I mean, who else can we go to? Cash Doll was on there, Sada Baby, um, Nick Cannon was regularly on there. So at the end of the day, what brings in his money, his viewership? So if he went on there and interviewed Taylor Swift, and he only exclusively interviewed non-black people, Taylor Swift, China Mac, Garth Brooks, and he interviewed those people, what would happen to his viewership, his consumers? One thing is it's going to change. So there's going to be a dip in, there's going to be a lot of people saying, well, I ain't interested in this no more. Some people will hit the subscribe button, the unsubscribe button, and unsubscribe. Some people just won't watch. Subscribers does not represent how strong your channel is. A lot of people bought subscribers, or a lot of people have dead subscribers. Y'all feel what I'm saying? The number one watch tab on YouTube is the home tab. That's the number one tab on not the my subscription, not the subscribe, not the trending. It's the home tab. That's the hot hub for. That's the majority of your new subscribers and your viewerships is coming from that home hub. All right, so he can have 4,270,000 strong, but how's viewership looking? If he changes from spotlighting the hip hop industry to country or to NASCAR drivers, or even if he go to the NBA and get some black players from the NBA, his demographic is going to change. Some people will hit the subscribe button. Some people will become dead subscribers. There will be a change. When you change content on YouTube, there is a drastic change. You know what I'm saying? If you start off talking football, you start off talking basketball, and you say, well, I'm going to add movie reviews, or I'm going to add, interviews with NASCAR drivers. There's going to be subscribers there that you're going to drive in new ones, and also some of the subscribers going to be turned off by the content. Well, this ain't really me. Okay, so when he goes through that type of change, he's going to take a hit financially. But guess what? For us to take that change, it doesn't start with the consumer. It starts with the star of the show. The star of the show are the Plexico Birds, the Cash Dolls, the Sada Babies, the BG Knockout, the Freeway Rick Ross, Brian Glazer. Shout out to Info Minds, love his channel. You know what I'm saying? It starts with them. And it's a whole bunch of good channels to watch. So instead of the black viewer, the black artists running over to Vlad TV, that's like I said before, that's like black people in the 90s appearing on Oprah. Like, I made it on Oprah, I made it. Or that's like being on the Tonight Show. I made it. That black people feel co-signed, feel good when Vlad co-signed. So if you want people to stop watching and consuming this product, it's going to start with you have to take out the product. You're not going to remove Vlad. You know what I'm saying? You have to remove the artists and the entertainers and the musicians and the athletes that come on there. If you don't remove the star product, then why are we boycotting? Why am I boycotting something when when people see, okay, I see my idol on there. You know what I'm saying? Oh, when I see, oh man, he did an interview with whoop 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 whoop. Oh, he got Young Thug on there. I gotta see this interview. And then he titled it like, "Oh, Young Thug reveals the one rapper he hates the most." You know, and it don't be nothing about that. So if you want us to not watch that channel, tell our people to stop going on there. But you know what? It's the same as people will wear. I see Gucci wore more now than ever since they disrespected us. And I asked one of my girlfriend's friends. I was like, "Why you got that Gucci bag?" Oh, I don't care about none of that. Cool then. If you don't care about the blackface, the Prada with the Sambo bag, I don't want to hear your opinion about Breonna Taylor. I don't care to hear your opinion about the election. I don't care to hear your opinion if I have a white woman, a Puerto Rican woman, a non-black woman on my. I don't care about your opinion. You can't tell me nothing. If you don't respect your skin color and you don't respect your culture, your history, I can't. We cannot move on into life lessons. I have nothing to gain from talking to you. You have nothing to gain talking to me. We could talk hoops, we could talk knitting, we could talk crocheting, we could talk hairstyles, we can talk TV shows. But as far as that, I don't really want to hear your complaint. Raise on, salute, R. Davis, I see you. I don't want to hear your complaint. That's just my opinion on it. So at the end of the day, these guys have selective outrage. Okay, and let's start at the root of the problem. Now, if some of this has went over your head, I'm gonna tell you. Make sure the thumbs up button. Courtney, I see you. If this has went over your head, this is what happened. I'm gonna tell you exactly why he dissed the minister, right? And obviously, I don't agree with a lot of the stuff the minister do. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I have my issues with him, but guess what? He black, and this ain't about me getting at him and Vlad watching me and the minister go back and forth for people to feel how I feel. Okay, but the one thing that it started from was, guess what? The minister didn't want to give him an interview. Now, to my boxing people in here, don't that sound familiar? You know, the minister didn't want to give him an interview. That's where it started from. It. That's where the disdain started at. That is where the hate started at. The minister did not want to give him an interview. And my boxing people know exactly how that is. The minister did not want to give him an interview. So in the boxing world, which I do dabble in from time to time, as most of my subs and my followers will know, I do dabble in that. The minister, the guys there, they get mad when you don't give them an interview and they turn against you. They race bait. This is no different than what Vlad does. Now I understand that some people gonna come out and talk about Vlad and they gonna have their opinion, this, that, and the third. But those are the very same hypocrites that's here. I'm just leave it at that. He didn't want to give him an interview. The minister said, "Nah, I'm good." At the end of the day, this is a guy that was born in 1933. He's an older man. He don't want to sit and talk to you. Cool, move on. The other guy that be speaking as well, the real articulate guy that was on the 5150 show with the glasses, and then also the Ben guy that be Ben X and all. If they don't want to talk to you, so be it. You know, you one person say no, you have a catalog of guys to talk to. Your channel is endless. You got great stories. You got, you ask questionable questions, but guess what? That's the thing about journalists. Bailey, I see you. Journalists is about asking a tough question and getting the answer to a tough question. But that's what it stemmed from. That's where it stemmed from. He did not want to give. The minister said, "No, I don't want to interview with you." Then he turns around, he misquotes him on purpose. So if I turn you down for whatever reason, health issue, or I just say, I don't feel comfortable coming on your platform, or if I turn you down, then we enemies. And that's the mindset not only that Vlad got, but that's the mindset that a lot of y'all homeboys got. You can get your homeboy, you can pay us away in the club 20 times, bro. You can get your homeboy a ride to and from work, your coworker 20 times. The one time, Angel, salute. The one time you say no, oh, this whole ass dude, this dude ain't real. He get to talking bad about you. It ain't no different than that. And a lot of y'all overlook that. A lot of y'all ignore that. When you young, you ignore that. You ignore it. Oh, he just a little angry. But when I look back on that, bro, if I can go back in history, and now that I'm older in hindsight, I can see I would cut that joker right off. I'd have cut that joker right off. But it's hard to see when you dealing with people who switch, who snitch, or who ain't got your best interest, who use you because you got a car, who use you because you got the spot where the thoughts come at, who use you because you got bread, you got the charger, or you got the bail money or the money getting the club. They always show you who they are. It's up to you to acknowledge it. It's up to you to acknowledge it and to cut them off. Now, a lot of us, we overlook it until it's a knife in the back, until your friend sets you up to get robbed, or until you need to lean on them, and all you did was be a strong rock for them to lean on. And as soon as you need to lean on them, or you ask them for something, they ain't there. At the end of the day, if my old self could talk to my young self, dude, I'd cut off a lot of dudes. Kofi, salute, and that's the honest truth. Vlad got upset because a dude that's what 90 something years old, 87, whatever he is, refused to interview with him. You will not you cannot monetize that man's content or name. Move on. You cannot win a battle with a senior, and you can't win a battle battling a woman. That's the truth. You can't win those battles. But now you have this debate between Royce and my son. Okay, you have my son saying that I don't need an apology from him. I need action. Now, if you had to ask me to choose between one, do I want an apology? Do I want action? I want to know that this ain't gonna happen again. I want action. I don't need to hear somebody say I'm sorry. I don't need an apology for validation. You can apologize and do the same thing you just did to me again over and over again. An apology don't mean nothing. That's like, have you ever seen that movie? Have y'all seen that movie, The Founder? Let me know if y'all seen that movie. It's on Netflix. And I had glanced over it for weeks, right? I glanced over that movie, and I finally found time to watch it. Kobe 2K fans, side salute. I finally watched that movie, and it held my attention. It got my retention. And somebody saying sorry or I apologize is like the end of that movie. When he told those brothers who created McDonald's that, oh, I can't get it in writing that y'all get royalties or ownership in McDonald's, whatever it was, but on a handshake agreement, we can make sure you get royalties, right? The brothers was stupid and they got effed over for the last time. They took their million apiece. He shook hands, and his people never acknowledged the handshake agreement for ownership of McDonald's. Do you know what that handshake and that lack of signature cost those brothers who started McDonald's? It cost them over $100 million. Trusting somebody that effed them over, it cost them $100 million. to believe in a man's word who snaked them from the beginning. If you ain't seen the movie, it's an excellent movie. It's not about the food. It's about the food, but it's not about the food. The Founder is an excellent movie to show your kids, your teenagers, a young adult, you don't trust nobody in the free world. The corporate world, the business world, the free world. His apology, my point in all of that, his apology was as meaningful as that handshake. I don't need it. What I do need is you to stop, acknowledging our using our culture and abusing it and reaping all the benefits. What I need you to do is to pour some money into our communities. What I need you to do is stop clickbaiting. What I need you to do is to stop police snitching on these interviews. That's all. But then again, you asking somebody, this is like you asking a dog not to eat the food on the floor. You got the dog food spread all over the floor. You asking him to sit there and not eat the food on the floor. You asking Vlad not to interview and continue to ask these questions and clickbait when these entertainers and musicians and actors, when they all keep coming. That's like you sitting, that's like you walk into a room and there's two bad bitches sitting on the bed. And say, you know what? They naked. I don't want to do it to them. Come on, what heterosexual man gonna do that? None. So you asking him not to do what he do when it's an endless line of entertainers, actors, musicians who gonna interview him. If you don't interview me, he will. If 50 don't interview me, then I can get Lloyd Banks. If Banks don't interview me, I can get DMX. If X don't interview me, I can get Nelly. If I can't get Nelly, I get a Gabrielle Union. I get Dwayne Wade. Come on. So you have to cut off the line. You have to huddle up with the people that go on there. We're not going on Vlad no more. Let's go on Queen's Flip. All right, let's go on B Highway ATL. Let's go on my boy Urban Politician. Let's talk the town. Let's talk. That's the question. That's the Lion Killer salute. That's it. I'll check out Lion Killer and Kofi channel. That's the antidote. Let's Lord Jamar and Godfrey. Let's push everybody to the black content creators. But that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. Once again, you speaking to people who not on code. Yo, we all need to be on code. I mean, we still got Gucci issues. Come on, man. We still got Prada issues. We still got blue issues, police issues. We still got fair shake issues in the judicial system. We still got issues with our black women. We still got issues with raising our kids. So how we gonna tackle Vlad? I mean, Vlad ain't even 99 problems. Vlad ain't even on the 99 problems list. We're taking our time to stop to look at him. We got a whole bunch of other issues got going on. Until we heal and reconcile with ourselves and our own people, and we keep the money in the circle, ain't nothing gonna change. So my son is saying I don't need an apology. I'm with him. I don't need no apology. I just need action. Royce is saying, oh no, make that joke and apologize. Now then again, I'm not mad at Royce neither. They made Nick apologize. They made all these different people apologize. If you don't apologize, you lose it all. So would it be nice to see Vlad go on there on a minute video and apologize for what he did to Minister Louis Farrakhan, or he go to Farrakhan where he live at and sit down and talk to him, or apologize to him face to face? Yeah, that'd be sweet. But you got to understand, these other ethnic groups and minorities, you know what? They'd rather burn like Joan of Arc on a cross. They'd rather die before they kneel to the black man. Y'all gotta understand that. Vlad would rather drink bleach and die before he apologized to a black man. In their mind, bowing to a black man is the lowest thing you can do. Why would I do that? I'm not hurting for. He said I'm not. He told and and my sign. People get mad at my sign because he said he was my friend. If this man loaned me money and I've been in prison as long as my son was, and everything he did was like, okay, cool. He loaned me money when my mama wouldn't or my boys wouldn't. Hey, that's my boy. We kick it at the club. He ain't never did nothing to me. That's my boy. Behind the scenes, we kicking it. That's his friend. In his mind, you got people saying, well, he was never your friend. Look here, man. I can walk in the street. I can kick it with dudes all day I live with. These the same dudes that are breaking my house. These same dudes shoot me with no problem. Same people, do anything to me. You know what I'm saying? This man was here for him. He considered him a friend. But he revealed that Vlad said, I don't have to apologize unless I take a hit to the pockets. He said, I don't have to apologize unless my money get funny. My son didn't have to say that. My son could have capped for him, like, you know what? Vlad said he's sorry. He's gonna issue an apology pretty soon. Or he revealed that Vlad said, I'm not apologizing until my pockets start hurting. And when his pockets is going to start hurting? Not never. Not Monday, not Tuesday, not Wednesday, not Thursday, not Friday, not Saturday, not Sunday. Alexander O'Neal and Sherrill can sing it over and over again. It ain't gonna change. His pockets, facts tell him and salute. His pockets ain't gonna change. Shell salute. MF salute. It's not gonna change. His pockets are gonna get fatter and fatter and fatter. You know why? Because black people don't care. We spend our money with the Chinese, the Jews, the Amish, the whites. We spend our money everywhere. We spend our money with people heel figure, nigga. We spend what Star Report say? Heel figure, nigga. We spend our money with people. We've been spending our money with Uncle Ben and Aunt Jemima. We used to spending our money with brands who disrespect us. It ain't gonna change. Ain't nothing changed but the number on the range. But what was interesting to me as we count down this subject and switch over, what was funny to me was when my son said, you know what? Somebody hit me up and said, yo, Royce the 5'9" telling you to butt break DJ Vlad, but he always capping for Eminem. I said, okay. He said, I don't do the internet stuff, this, that, and the third. And his thing was, well, Eminem been disrespecting Mariah Carey for over a decade. Mariah Carey is a black woman. So how's Royce going to say, oh, Vlad needs to apologize for disrespecting Minister Louis Farrakhan, and Eminem been disrespecting Mariah Carey and Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon ain't done nothing but put brothers on. So if you don't like Mariah, you feel what I'm saying? Why not? Why you don't respect Nick Cannon? And then again, I could take it a step further. Royce the 5'9" was on the stage letting Eminem say the N-word. So I'm from Detroit, so I don't care. I'm gonna say what I say. Make sure the thumbs up button. So is Royce the 5'9" even qualified to be coming at my sound like that? No. And you let a white boy say the N-word rapping on stage with you. You ain't qualified to be going back and forth and trying to butt Blake Vlad TV. This is like me telling Lion Killer, cut your grass too high, and my grass is higher than his. So, squeeze me? So you sit here telling me that, oh, Vlad is never, he need to do it, and you ain't never told Eminem to apologize. Never. Eminem, I take it a step further. So Queen Salute. He got a whole song out here saying black women ain't this, black bees ain't that, white women better. It's a whole song out there. Why hasn't Royce the 5'9" confronted Eminem? That song been out for over 20 years. He got another song that's racist. So Royce the 5'9", your grass is high, bro. When you sit down and you gorilla check Eminem for all the racist stuff that he did, then you can come back and talk to my son. Then you can come back and talk to my. I'm not trying to hear nothing Royce got to say. He tried to gorilla check Yellow Wolf. I don't know what Yellow Wolf did. Okay. But I'm thinking to myself, I got all this footage and all this receipts on Eminem on stage with Royce the 5'9". I'm like, is he really talking? Terrence Ball says, funny how everybody want to be pro black all of a sudden. Where was this consciousness a couple of years back when this pandemic wasn't happening? I think that's what he mean. I mean, I'll get there. Give me 1 second, and I'll kind of get to the chat in a minute. So that's my whole thing about it. You want to ask my honest opinion? Somebody just said he gonna be laughing to the bank with billions. Joe Quinn, cool breeze, said Vlad is laughing all the way to being a billionaire. He is. He is. He's laughing all the way. So me personally, I don't care. I don't care. Y'all want to cancel Doja Cat, right? This is what this is. I really start opening my mind this year. Y'all cancel Doja Cat, but when Nas say what's the opposite of Doja the opposite of Doja Cat is black. All these black women on Twitter, all these black women all around here defending Doja Cat. Just after like a month or two ago, she was looking a little bit funny. People talk about cancel culture. Uncancel culture is faster than cancel culture. They forget really, really quick. So my whole thing about it's a waste of time. You can't get black people to cancel nothing. It's hard to get people, and I said this before. I remember I was in my last year in high school, right? I was driving finally. Gas got up to $5 a gallon in the Metro Detroit area. I didn't finish my high school in Detroit. I went outside of Detroit, right? And they had this some people may remember 2008, 7 to 8, right in between there. They had this thing where we was all supposed to boycott the pumps on one day. And they said, well, boycott the pumps on this day. I seen more people pumping their gas than ever. And it showed almost 12 years later that if we all would have boycotted the gas on 1 or 2 days, that gas would have dropped significantly. So if you can't get people to boycott gas, you can't get black people to boycott Gucci. If you can't get black people to boycott an election where when you got one president, people say it's racist, hey, that's your opinion. And you got another one that said if you don't know who to vote for between me and Trump, you ain't black. So, if you can't get people to hold their vote, you can't get people not to boycott gas. How can you get people to boycott a YouTuber who is small potatoes? Who are small potatoes? So yeah, they won't boycott Netflix, and I feel bad. I do because I watch it. I didn't used to watch Netflix until my Fire Stick moved downstairs, so they took over it when I redid my build and all that stuff. So I mean, it is what it is. If Nike came out tomorrow and they have some racist stuff coming out, people want to boycott Nike. Well, hold on, I'm done on that subject, right? I want to fit this in real quick. People are enraged that nobody got charged in the Breonna Taylor situation, right? One officer been indicted, I guess, and people saying, oh, that's bullshit. That's this, that, and the third, right? But I don't. LeBron put this tweet out, whatever. I don't see you stop dribbling the basketball. I just see you typing. What are you doing? What are you really doing? What? Because I know certain organizations not black. If something was out of hand like this, they're gonna handle it. So LeBron ain't gonna use his resources. Jay-Z ain't gonna do nothing. Beyonce ain't gonna do nothing. The best that we can hope for is that Kenneth Walker, I think his name is Kenneth Walker, that he get his money. That's what I'm hoping for. I hope Kenneth Walker get his money. I hope he get a whole bunch of money. And I hope he move out of Louisville, because you gotta move out of Louisville. I hope he moves somewhere where he happy. And if you want to move over to Akon, Wakanda, I ain't mad at you. Get your money, turn your currency over, go over there. I hope in reality. I'm looking for in reality. I hope he get as much money. I hope her mama gets some money. I hope her kids get some. I hope the dogs get some money. I hope both sides of the family get some money and they get out of here. I hope so. Because y'all sitting here begging and this, that, and the third. It's how many of us to them in Louisville? It's a lot of us. If everybody say, yeah, man, let's go ride out. Take 100,000 of us and go to Louisville. What could they do? But everybody don't want to give up their position. You think all these billionaires like Jay-Z and Beyonce, all these 100 millionaires like Dr. Dre, Puff Daddy, Sean Combs, you think all these black wealthy men who work years to build their wealth, you think you think they want to risk it on a woman, on a black woman that ain't related to them, that ain't their mother? You know what I'm saying? Matashell, it's in the description, bro. My PayPal's in the description. So if you could pull it up, I'll try to find a link. Give me a minute, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. And they don't care. Nobody is willing to sacrifice. You know what, man? Me and Lion Killer gonna have to do a podcast together, man, where I can distribute it on other platforms where I can really say what I want to say. But that's the honest truth. Ain't nobody willing to sacrifice. You know who willing to sacrifice? Nobody. People is scared. I don't. To be honest, I don't blame these dudes. You work all your life to run all these miles and run all these, but at some point, we got to stop getting tried, bro. Our women don't respect us. You know what? I'm willing to sacrifice, but I'm a small percentage of the pie. If all these dudes say let's get it and let's go do what need to be done, I'm with it. I'm with it. I don't have the power of some of these men that I spoke on. You give me the resources and we can get to it. But the fact of the matter is nobody's willing to sacrifice that's living that life. That's on that pedestal. Honestly. I just dropped it in there, man, Shell. Rich black athletes and rich entertainers don't want to lose their status and money. They live and hey, that's right, tax tat. And guess what? Your boy Goodfella, I understand it. So my whole thing is this. A tweet, I agree with Lil Wayne. A tweet ain't gonna do nothing. A gram post ain't gonna do nothing. Ti posting ain't nothing. Go shut. I just rather y'all shut up and act like it didn't happen. Because at the end of the day, if I go down there or somebody go down there and do what need to be done in some people's opinion, who gonna be paying my bail? Who gonna be paying? None of these. All these dudes gonna be gone. They ain't gonna pay for no protection in prison. They ain't gonna send you no beef sticks. They ain't gonna send you no money to get your hair cut. They ain't gonna send you none of them honey buns, them Snickers, them. They ain't gonna be in there butt naked. So that's just the truth. So I'm tired of the fake activism. You still hitting the tennis ball, you still hitting the golf ball, you still shooting the jump shot, you still gonna be still scoring touchdowns. Get out of here. Oh, at least my had some guy told me at least he tweeted them. At least he acknowledged. What's acknowledging it? Me seeing you tweet makes me mad. But we done. That's my whole point on that, man. Justice will come in the form of karma. All right. So I don't like to wait on karma no more than nobody else. But then guess what? All these high up leaders, they scared. They scared to get their hands dirty. He said Biden will bail you out. Yeah, all right. It's the very same people that missed your graduation gonna be at your funeral. You ain't gonna be no martyr. They gonna be the same black people to be at your funeral. Ah, we didn't mean to go out there and do this. He's a despicable. Forget all that. Ain't nothing we could do to bring that sister back. And she passed away. Don't forget about the brother Dre Sean Reed in Indiana. Don't keep your eye off that trial in Minnesota. Don't keep your eyes off that trial down there in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, when a bully keep hitting your mouth, you gotta hit back. That's how I'm gonna leave it at. But let's move on. Dexter, I appreciate the love, brother. Shout out to Dallas. I'm Dallas Tech. Shout out to 704 Joe. All right. But let's continue on. And I'll take questions at the end, right? I'm gonna start down a little bit longer. But Offset is trying the impossible with Cardi B. Now it was a rumor, and at the end of the day, she kind of validated it where she said that and it's kind of the more comfortable part of the stream. I kind of feel comfortable here. I didn't feel uncomfortable. I didn't want people to feel uncomfortable with what we was talking about before. Okay. But this is the part of the stream where kind of let loose and feel good. Okay. And our Davis appreciate the super chat. And yeah, he tried the impossible. Now I don't know if he woke up, and a lot of things could have led to this. Where he basically, it was reported that some source close to the situation said Offset didn't like Cardi image as far as the WAP, and he wanted her to change her image. All right, and we knew she was a stripper. We knew she was a stripper. Cool, okay. We knew that she used to drug and do things to men. Okay. We know she been slanging that WAP. We know she was passed around New York. Offset knew that. He knew that. Okay. So I don't know if it was, people coming back to him like his mama or his boy, like, man, like Cardi embarrassing you, or he just felt embarrassed, but that's what she was before you met her. So you cannot change her. You can't change her. Now, if she wasn't making money, then maybe you got a chance. She making money. She got sponsorships, she income. She making money. So in her mind, I don't need Offset. I don't need her money. I'm not changing. You want me to change who I am, who got me where I am. If I wasn't here, would you still have married me? If I was a nice, regular, conscious rapper like No Name and Rhapsody, if I was covered up and I wasn't slanging that booty and slanging that wop, would you still have gave me a chance? Probably not. So how you gonna ask her to change and she making money? She killing the game. So you can't don't save her. She don't want it. You can't. Come on, man. You saved her. You know what I'm saying? She was to the streets. Who was wifing Cardi B before Offset? Who was sitting there loving Cardi B even with her rising? Who was there courting Cardi B? It was some boy named Jimmy Joe who was smashing that WAP before Offset. Who? You fell in love with her. You liked her. You procreated with her. You married her. Now you want her to change. Who remember the Muhammad Ali movie with Will Smith, where he married Jada Pinkett Smith first, and he wanted her to change into the Muslim ways? She was like, "Hey, that ain't me." You can't, Carleon. Salute. Hope I said it right. You can't change her. You trying the impossible, my baby. You trying to turn Frankenstein into an angel. Can I save her? I wanna be saved. We gonna go down to Kim's nails. Oh, you want a pager? You can't save them. You can't fall in love with the what, baby? And now they arguing over her image. She already set the standard. She say, why y'all don't support Rhapsody? It's a ton of other rappers out here that y'all can support. She right. People love sex appeal. People love skimpy shirts. People love, or even the most conscious brother or the most upright white man in America love some titties, some thighs, and some breasts. If you talk to a man who don't want to see a woman half naked, it's a problem. So Offset and her and splitting. over the person she was. We ain't talking about a credit score. We ain't talking about she was a man and not a woman. He trying to change her from what's making her money. And regardless of how it goes, her daughter is still looking up to Cardi B. Your daughter got her genetics. Your daughter is aspiring to be Cardi B, just like little Brittany in California and little Cicely in New York. They all looking up to Cardi B. All these little girls twerking, all these little girls, talking like Cardi B, slanging they little, and they talking about slanging some WAP. So at the end of the day, your daughter going, and they be procreating with bust downs, right? They be falling in love with the thoughts and the hoes, and getting them pregnant, and then, oh man, my baby mama, she tripping, man. I told her to stop, wearing this, that, and the third. Your daughter gonna grow up just like that. Just how women should, excuse me, date a guy that they want their son to be like. A man should, really set his life with a woman that you want your daughter to be like. That's what's Jericho Salute. You should really, real talk. And it's hard when you're young. You know what I'm saying? Raw sex is dangerous. Especially the right raw sex is dangerous. Do you understand? There's women who truly love men who can't pleasure them. Just slow that down for a minute. Do you understand there are women who marry men who can't pleasure them, who never like sex, who never climax, you know what I'm saying? And some of those women claim to love that man. For whatever reason it is. Some of them women are just clinging on to that man for financial reasons. These are the facts. When women get old enough, she wants to be taken care of. Your regular woman. So they willing to give up sex and orgasms and getting licked on the right way and intimacy and forth. They willing to give that up financially. But if you financially giving that up with a man who getting money, he ain't got time. So if you the breadwinner and you with a woman where you dating up like way beyond you a 6 and she a 10, and you got money, you got the cars, she ain't with you because of your looks or what you can physically do for her. She basically decided that she can put up with you working, you traveling, so I can go mess with Tyrone. And it's a fact that women cheat down. I'm a living proof of this. I had this girl I was talking to I worked with. Her boyfriend paid all the bills, car, all that, right? When he was at work that night, she would come over to me. I ain't had nothing. I was a broke college kid. And she would bring me food, anything I wanted. It's like genie, everything I wanted. Women date down. I had another girl I talked to, worked at the gym. Her boyfriend had jewelry, everything. She was out here messing with dudes who was the lesser man financially because it's a disconnect there. No man got money and time that's really trying to build. Even if you got 100 billion, you're trying to get to 101. You're trying to get to 200 billion. No man has money and time. So if you're the breadwinner and you off a lot, your woman is getting bust down by somebody else, and that's the facts. But back on point. Offset is in the wrong here. He is in the wrong. I don't cook. I don't clean. Okay, we got maids. Aren't you tired of arguing with Offset? It ain't got to the point where, and I'm thinking people thinking he cheated. People thinking all right, shout out to Frederick and the cash. I appreciate the love. People thinking he cheated. People think he cheated. She said, we just arguing. So what you arguing about? That's bad. You arguing because he wants you to change, and you can't ask her to change. You can ask her to go into the movie industry and get roles, and she could change that way. But I'm not about to change where I'm the hottest female artist doing what I'm doing and Megan Thee Stallion on my heels. Cardi probably got another, at the max, she probably got another 5 years of being the hottest female artist. Hip hop changed like the weather. Michigan weather. It can be fall one day, back to summer, summer, fall, winter. It changes. Nobody dominates rap for a long time. Name me a rapper who dominated rap for 2, 3 decades. Like undeniably was number one. Can't find him. Can't ain't nobody ever dominated rap. People talking about Run DMC being one of the greatest duos. They had a very short reign over the hip hop over rap. It was strong but short. Jay Z and LL Cool J had long reigns, but would you call it dominant? You can say Jay Z had dominant ish type of ways, but then again, at one point DMX was the hottest rapper. Those are the facts. At one point, Ja Rule was the hottest rapper. At one point, Eminem during that time span was the hottest rapper. At another point in that time span, 50 Cent was considered the hottest rapper. So when you in the rap game that long, it's nobody that dominates year in and year out. It's nobody. So Cardi B probably at the most, and I'm being generous, got another 5 years of dominating female rap into a change. It happened to Nicki Minaj. Now Nicki Minaj is a 40-year-old woman who's trying to fit in. She like that 40-year-old woman that's still going to 18 and up clubs. Baby girl, it's a rap. Act your age. You out here trying to fit in with Doja Cat and fit in with stripper rap. That ain't you. So what all Offset had to do was wait it out. All Offset had to do was wait it out. Because guess what? Your daughter got that thought DNA. No matter how much game you put into a girl head, a woman gonna do what a woman do. You can warn a woman all day. You can argue with your girl all day. You can say that table right there is black. Oh no, it's gray. It's gray. You can prove the table black. You can go get the pamphlet, and she still will argue it up and down. Women have their mindset. It's nothing that you can change. If she with Cardi all the time and she looking up to what Cardi doing and how she talking, that DNA already in her. All Cardi doing is tapping into it. So why you think a lot of these dudes don't? Why you think they had the saying back in the day? You can't change a hoe into a housewife. Once you recreate with a hoe, what you think your daughter gonna be? A hoe. And do you want to see your daughter on Pornhub or X videos, or you want to see your daughter sex tape? Nobody want to see that shit. Don't nobody want to go through that traumatic experience as a man. Some of these dudes would rather be casket fresh. So he was out of line for asking her that she is what she is. You didn't cheated on her, and then you gonna try to tell her what she can and can't do. And she 2 million in in what you call it. She 2 million behind him on the Forbes list, whatever you call it. Her net worth is 2 million less than him. And remember, she ain't made a dime off music yet. Remember that Cardi B ain't made one dime off her music in her deposition because she's her ex manager suing her. So guess what? When she start able to get that money off her, wherever her music is streaming from, and her album sales or whatever, when she start making money off her music, you ain't gonna be able to tell her nothing. So pretty much, short sugar salute. I would have just dealt with it. I would have just dealt with it. I was just in 5 years she gonna change. She gonna simmer down. Real talk, the Migos ain't as hot as they used to be. So in about 5 years, y'all be able to live a comfortable lifestyle. So now you got to worry about her bringing all these different dudes around your baby. Imagine she dated a ball player. All right, just give me a name. She dating Jason Tatum for I'm just throwing his name in there. She started dating Jason Tatum, and Jason Tatum started taking pictures with his daughter. Do you know how that's gonna look? You can never say Draco bad and boo. You can't rap about no Draco no more. You can't say I'm chopping out the bando. You can't Versace. Shit, Versace, Jason Tatum taking a picture with your daughter. Come on. Now you're gonna be in the future list. Now you gotta act like future. You got to be miserable after that. Cause you can't whoop them. You ain't gonna whoop no Jason Tatum. What's Offset? Offset about 102 pounds. Now she started dating a boxer or MMA fighter. She started dating John Jones. I know he married him. What you gonna do with that? Daddy, daddy, daddy. My daddy John showed me how to throw an elbow in a kick. Come on, what you gonna do? You gonna be miserable. So what they say is cheaper to keep her. I just kept her around. MF say only South dudes be wifing them O's. You can't wife them Project NYC chicks, Nicki, Cardi, Kim, and Foxy. Yeah, you ain't lying. Hey man, the whole East Coast chicks are just masculine, bro. I be going to New York. I went to Target down there, what, in Times Square? Dead ass son. Yo, son, what's good, son? I'm like, them girls talking like that. And I dated this chicken from Jersey in college, boy. She had more game than most of the dudes I ever met in my life, bro. Man, I don't know how y'all NYC dudes do it. Them chicks on the East Coast, masculineness, even in Philly. Yo, dude, dead ass son. You be like, yeah, what's up, my brother? They just, whoo. But you can't help who you love, who you fall in love with. Okay. It ain't just the vagina. It ain't just the vagina. It's not. It's a lot of different things, man. When you mentally stimulated, when somebody mentally stimulates you, dog, it's different. When y'all can have a conversation, they probably was vibing off their music. They probably like the same shows. She probably was cooking and cleaning at that point. You can't really pick who you love. You just can't. It sounds funny, don't it? You love who you love. Sometimes it's what is it, abstract, or it's an intangible. You can't see it or touch it. You can't explain it. He said Ashanti talk manly. Yeah, she fine. She kind of got like thuggish to her. You know what I'm saying? He said he's from the city, especially Brooklyn, the Bronx. No way, Jose. Mm. You know, but you can't. Sometimes you can't explain it, bro. You can't. Make sure the thumbs up button. Y'all can't. You can't really explain who you love. You know, it's just something that draws you to her. You know what I'm saying? After a while, only thing that keep a marriage together is kids and love and finances. But you know, he is what he is. He did what he did. Do he regret it? Yeah. Every time you go through a divorce and you ain't gonna see your kid, or you gotta wake up and you gotta pay for her liaison to catch a flight, or you gotta go catch a flight and y'all living separate. Yeah. Anytime you go through a divorce, anytime you losing time when you could be at home resting, or you could be writing music. Anytime you go through a split, you know, he said he unbothered, but you bothered by that. You bothered by another man being around your baby. No, you bothered. You know. This is a real fact. When you with a chick, you have a baby, and then you move on, and she get another dude around. Then all of a sudden, dudes want to be nosy and they want to peek their head in the building and stuff of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Now they concerned. Don't even call to talk to their kid at all. Now they concerned. So he dealing with that. You know, it could be a point that down the line they might get back together. He said they talk like battle rapper. Rayson said, "I love my Brooklyn chicks. Chill, my Bronx chicks." You know, but yeah, I mean, you know, people can say, "Oh, he's stupid," but a lot of us made a lot of dumb mistakes off of loving or being intimate and being with a chick. If chicks came with whole facts, the whole game would be changed. If you can take a chick whole facts, man, it's different for guys. It just seems like the more hoes you got, or the more baggage you come with, women love you. The more kids you got, they want to love you. It's like the more grimy and dirty you is as a dude, women kind of take the challenge to try to break a wild horse and make it into a domesticated horse. They try to make a wolf a house dog. It ain't gonna happen. It's like the more baggage you got, the more they want you. And for women, it's different. If dudes really knew dudes really knew girls' backgrounds, because girls can go out in the free world, especially you live in a major city like New York, California, LA, or you live in Chicago, Detroit. On the South Side, she can be the sluttiest, thottiest still. She can go, to the west side. She a brand new chick. You be with a chick and dudes be looking at you and laughing at you like, oh what? And she got a pass. Or nowadays you can wake up on a porn site and see your girl getting ran on. How you gonna feel? You look up, you see the girl you messing with getting the train ran on her. Well, it was 5 years ago. It was 3 years. I'm a different. Like you can't unsee that. A woman wake up and see her dude having a threesome with the two other chicks. It ain't the same. Like I told people, some people say, well, why when a woman, get in, do a threesome with two dudes is considered a train? Just like a woman can be gay Tuesday and back straight on Wednesday, and nobody bat an eye. Sometimes some things just the way they are. And now women are trying to redefine that. Women are now trying to say. I had a girl ask me on Facebook. You know, I think she asked. I can't really remember. She asked, "Why can't women sleep? Sleep with a whole bunch of other dudes, and men can sleep with a whole bunch of women, and nobody bat an eye." It's just the way it is. Women benefit a lot too. You know, Women can benefit from being gay one day and being straight. Nobody gonna bat an eye. Guy can't do that. Once a guy go gay, he gay forever. He can't straighten back up. And that's what society says. You know, and you look at women, they benefit. You can be a homeless motherfucker. They won't give you a food stamp. They won't give you Medicaid, Medicare, whatever it is. But if you a woman and you say you homeless, what about it? They gonna help you. They gonna help you. If you a homeless woman, you ain't doing it right. As long as you got a cooter catter, dude, you should have a place to stay. It shouldn't be no homeless women out here. You can be a dope fan, man. These dudes is thirsty, bro. They as thirsty as them Dallas Cowboys was in the fourth quarter versus them Falcons, and that's the truth. So you shouldn't be homeless as a woman, not at all. So women benefit from a lot too, and for Cardi and Offset, they make it reconcile down the road. You know what I'm saying? But once again, some things are frowned upon, and this, that, and the third, and also you got this situation as well. Y'all can ask questions, and and I'll get to it. But Kobe 2K fan said, "It's a small world. I want to go to Panama and find me a broad from a small village who can cook and clean and speak English, and bring her back to the States." I've seen situations where that happened too, and she go jump with somebody else. Don't ask that question. Women, Gary Kyron said, women get so much ish out of men. At least give us that these bees find loopholes everywhere. We always end up taking the L. Facts. They trying to find loopholes through prenups. Kevin Garnett, Dr. Dre, wife. But nobody look at it that way, and naturally you got a situation where if you a working man, your kids spend more time with your woman, and they love your woman more because she been there. But they don't understand that you keeping the lights, and you keeping the heat and all that on, you busting your butt to keep that on. They don't look at it that way. The father ain't loved until hindsight, usually, and there's always exceptions to the rules. Gary goes on to say, exactly, a woman can eat her college homegirl out or experiment and go right back to whatever she was doing. But if a man sucks him, it takes up that butt, he is gay. I mean, it's true. That's a fact. It's a fact. I mean, we can knock down 100 straight women and nobody bats an eye. A woman, had 3 partners in a year, she considered a hoe. 913 box, we say you can look at the oldest civilizations in the world, and men have multiple wives. Women are more conditioned to deal with the man with other girls. That's facts. That's facts. And that's why women are driven towards dudes who got multiple women. It's all embedded in your DNA. Why do you think men continue to chase the cat? Women are looking for a faithful man. It just doesn't exist. It exists, but like I said before, men are are meant to want to. You can have Holly Berry. So many men that have Holly Berry and still, end up not happy. It's not natural to end your life with one woman. Some people are strong enough to deal with it, but even the strongest man usually break and cheat. To be honest, if you travel, you out here long enough, it's always something better. Ooh, he said two ops got shot in Louisville. Well, that's what I can't say that, but you know what I mean. Exactly what Dexter said. Now that's taking action. You know, not no tweet, not no gram post, not no prayers. That's taking action. You can't deal with a bunch of women too much therapy. Women are emotional. You can't have two women in a relationship. Neither somebody hit me on the ground, and this lady, I don't know if she responded, but I did respond back. I responded late, and she asked me why can't two women raise a boy? And it's not natural. You just can't raise a heterosexual functional man with two women. Two women are too emotional. I gotta ask a woman, like, what does another woman provide you that a man can't? How many 20 or 30 year, female relationships do you see? He said Holly Berry gay, bro. I've been seeing her young. I mean, women, that's what women do. What? I'm gay. See, you notice this, man? I'm gonna say this, and I ask, and y'all can ask questions. Keep asking. You ever notice that women be done with men, black women be done with black men, and they go gay? They don't go white. They don't go Arabic. They don't go Indian. They don't go Chinese. You don't, you don't go Chinese. They don't do nothing. They go right gay. See, a black man can say, you know what? Forget black women. I'll go chill with a white woman. I'll go chill with an ignorant woman. You know what I'm saying? For real. See, black men got options. The BWs ain't got no options. That's why they go gay. White men don't want them. You know what I'm saying? The brown men don't want. I'm just speaking facts. So that's why when they can't get the black man that they want, the gangster, the one with 3 or 4 thousand women, and they don't want to go for the professional brother, the clean cut brother, the brother that's proper that got a job. And when they do go for him, they cheat on them and divorce and take half their money, and then they go run over to the ops, to the white women and all of that. You know what I'm saying? That's why black women don't have options. They don't. There's always exceptions to the rule. There's gonna be some woman here. Well, I got a white man, a white husband, and 9 times out of 10, a black woman marry a white man. He racist. How much you want to bet? Sada baby started bang making at 23 years old. Boy, Gary say it doesn't matter how fine a woman is. Eventually, we get tired of it. The woman is not doing what she's supposed to be doing. And just from my knowledge of public information, Holly Berry and J Lo are crazy. That's what I hear. But you're right. See, when a man ain't doing what he supposed to do, you know what I'm saying? It ain't all right. It ain't acceptable usually. When a woman ain't doing what she supposed to do, I was tired and you don't do this anymore. And you like, all right. When you catch a woman in something, you ever caught a woman in a bad situation and she deflected? Well, you ain't doing this and no more, and you use that same thing. Well, you don't cook no more. You don't, so what? They don't. So you ain't gonna win. You ain't gonna win at all. And what's so funny is these dudes that get this money, and and the girls they used to want to talk to in high school won't show them no play. They run back and marry those women. Come on, man. My pride won't let me be no woman come up that I knew I couldn't have in middle school, high school, or college. I'm good. I settle before I financially provide and become a come up. This old man told me one day we on the treadmill. This when I was young, and he's oh I seen him. I seen him last year. And when I started back working out, he was like, "You still work?" I'm like, "Yeah." He like, he told me on the treadmill like, this had to be over 6, 7 years. He said all squishing, it all feel and all sound the same. And he just told me that shit out the blue. You know what I'm saying? And I was fortunate enough to have a father and a granddad, but also I was fortunate enough, when I came out of college and I came back home, I was fortunate enough to meet a lot of stand up brothers. When I used to work, I worked out with prison dudes, I worked out with family men, I worked out with professional dudes, and some of the best networks. I went to a small gym, right? But I formed some of the best connections there. I remember this one time before y'all keep asking questions. I was it was me, my boy, his girl, and her girl. Her girl wasn't feeling me, and me personally, it don't make me no matter. You know what I'm saying? Like I was at a point where I had a ride, I had a job, a crib, and all that. But she wasn't feeling, so it didn't really bother me none. You know what I'm saying? So we driving back to drop them off or something, right? Because we about to go to the club, and I'm for some reason we drinking Absolute, and I'm speeding up Finkel and shit. So I get pulled over, and they like, oh shit. So my man's flashed the light in. He like, yo, what's good? And it was my man's. He's a cop. He tried to get me to become a cop and shit, but I ain't never do it. I'm like, what's going on? He said, man, stop speeding, man. And dude, he was cool. He was like, damn, you lucked up right there. I'm like, hell yeah, I lucked up. So yeah, man. So I formed out a lot of connections from just working out. And I used to work out with motherfuckers that was in jail for 20 years, 15 years. So me growing up in Detroit, I learned how to survive in any situation. When I moved to Montgomery or in Atlanta, like growing up in Detroit, hoods is universal. You know what I'm saying? The body language, when somebody's trying to hit a lick, like once you grow up in the hood, it's you just gotta. It's like a sixth sense. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like I formed like a lot of really good personal connections, and when I came home from school, I had started working out with some homeboys. So like when you go to college, they got this shit called the freshman 30, where you gain 30 pounds your first year, and I didn't gain a pound. I didn't gain a pound because me and my roommates started working out. And I used to work out with my granddad at the gym, but and for season, but I took it serious as a personal hobby, and I was 275 in college, and I came home around 265, and I cut down to 220. You know what I'm saying? I did that without a personal trainer. So, like I said, I formed some of my best connections from a small gym in Detroit. He says that how you taking advice from a man that wants the same thing you want. Terrence said, I think before you get involved with someone, study their mannerisms. If you don't like what you see, don't get involved. I mean, before you get involved with them, you also got to see how she living or how he living. If you're from a woman's point of view, if her house nasty, or you there's certain things that you can't ignore. A lot of times, the head's so good or the punani so good that you willing to ignore things. How her credit, how her bills, how her house look. Do she got a car? You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things you can't ignore, bro. He said Holly Berry is crazy, so is J Lo. Nobody has the many marriages, and you try to blame the men at the end of the day. Yeah, yeah, I agree. I'm not trying to women bash, but it's just keeping it funky. Gary said, R. Davis said, a lot of pretty women are damaged, either molested, fatherless, or both. Yup. If you got a woman that got a father that take care of, that's the one to go for. You'll be surprised how many beautiful women just walk around in public and are single because men are intimidated to approach them. Facts. And a lot of them, they be at the point where they're willing to take anything. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, bro. Meet the family. That helps. Yeah, true. True. It's a natural process that our family gonna hate you most of the time, especially if you in it long enough. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. I gotta upload one more video on my other channel. Yeah, I appreciate this conversation, man. Don't forget y'all can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you got business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. All my social media links there. Check out the Facebook group. Want to make a donation on the way out? Just share the video for your boy, thumbs up. But PayPal is in the description. Cash App is $CJ Good 313. Appreciate the love support. If you want to check out my other channels, Motor City Sports Talk right here on YouTube, my Detroit based channel. Appreciate the love support. We gone.